Namaskar, this is me Neha Goyal from Neha Goyal Stream Reading, your tarot reader, numerologist, DNA astrologer and empowerment coach. I welcome you all. If you're watching me on Instagram, please share this with your friends. If you're watching me on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you do not miss on any amazing stuff that I put across over here for your soul enhancement. So today what we're going to speak about is the story of Ashwathama and his curse. Now it has a little backstory with it, and I'm going to get to a conclusion with this story in terms of our own karma about 2021 onwards, as well about immortality, and when it comes from scriptures, what does immortality really mean and how can we learn from it? How can those lessons help us in our own life? So Ashwathama was the son of the guru of Pandavas and Kauravas, Guru Dronacharya. Guru Dronacharya was very attached to his son, so much so that in fact a hoax of Ashwathama's death is what led to Guru Dronacharya's death as well. If you want to know more about that story, you can Google. There's a lot which has been written about that. This got Ashwathama really upset. And in fact, he could also see that the side on whom he was in terms of Mahabharata, that side had lost, and he felt that that side had lost with the cunningness of Krishnji. So Ashwathama thought that as the entire lineage of the Kaurava side has been washed off, why should Pandavas have the opportunity of having their lineage alive, which was still alive in the womb of Abhimanyu's wife, the fetus which was still developing in Abhimanyu's wife Uttara. Now what Ashwathama does is, because remember, he's a very learned person who already has his third eye open. That esoterically, he was born with having the wisdom of the third eye. His third eye was already open. What Ashwathama does to take revenge is that he uses the Brahma Astra, which was targeted towards the womb of Uttara, who was Abhimanyu's wife, so that the fetus which was developing in Uttara's womb gets killed. This really angered Krishna. And what Krishna did was curse to Ashwathama the curse of immortality, that you will never die. Now think about it. We also know the story of Samudra Manthan, of the ocean churning, where literally the Devas and the Asuras were churning the ocean for the nectar of immortality. Then how is it that immortality is a curse in this particular case? Here is what we can learn from this story. The curse which Krishna gave to Ashwathama of immortality was, now what really is the pain that we go through in a particular life. The pain that we go through in our particular life is something which goes and settles in our cell memory. Oftentimes in my consultations, I am asked that why is it that I do not remember my past life? Well, that's because if we remember all our past lives, we will be standing in a corner crying and abusing ourselves for all that shit that we have done while our soul was still evolving, while our soul still did not know any better. The curse here actually is that Ashwathama, not only will you have that pain, those scars, you will remember those scars, that pain forever in your cell memory. It was a curse of immortality, not to him, but to his open wounds, to his karma. It's almost as if Krishna said that your soul, Ashwathama, will never evolve. You will always remember the wrong deeds that you did in your past life, and you will never learn from it. Your soul will be trapped in the loop of negativity, in the loop of revenge, in the loop of the pain of losing your father. That actually was the curse. The curse was not literally towards Ashwathama the person. In fact, Krishna went a little ahead and cursed his soul. It's almost as if Krishna was saying, Ashwathama, you will never get moksha. You will never forget your internal scars. You know, today in DNA astrology, a lot of you, while you take it, I say you are blessed. that you through this particular form of astrology can know that what are the negative karmic balances that you have, what are the negative karmic registries that you have from your past life, and you can approach somebody like me to know it so that you can make better decisions in your life and do remedies. Now just imagine there is a person or a soul who is incarnated, who is reincarnated every time in every life, goes through the same loop of suffering, doesn't evolve at all, dies with the scars, then gets born again and goes through the same loop of suffering, also doesn't evolve, dies again, is born again, goes through the same loop of suffering. Basically, there is no solace for him, there is no evolution for him. There is no way out for this soul. And that was the real curse of Ashwathama. You see how much pain it is? It's like saying, not only will I cut you, your cut or your wounds will forever be open and you will never get any medication for it. Not that the medication is not available, but you will never get it. Your wounds will have maggots and you will see and feel the pain of it, but you will never be healed. That curse was something like this at a soul level. So you understand now that how lucky are we all today that we have these divinities available to all of us such that we can make use of it. We all have some or the other thing which is available to us through which we can peek into and make our life's deeds better and not be involved in the same loop with which, or the same pattern with which we came into this life, which was taken away from Ashwathama for the immense bad thing he did. What was it that he did? He was trying to kill the fetus of Uttara. That is the easiest way in which I could explain the curse of Ashwathama. Is it you and all of us today have the opportunity? What I do offer to you is DNA astrology, with which you can get to know about your personal curses and how to deal with them, what are the remedies for it. I'm also currently offering 2021 reading for which is monthly as well as quarterly. You can make use of that. I'm also offering another reading which is a soul desire reading, by which you come to know that what is the basic reason, why did your soul take birth as you, with the circumstances that you are born in. What is it that your soul needs to learn? So these are all that which I'm offering apart from empowerment coaching. You can always get in touch with me for that. Any questions that you have, please write into the comment section. I hope this video made sense to you. Stay tuned until next. Namaskar. Radhe Radhe.